Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Scorpio for the month of June 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Now, for your reading today, I will be using a combination of the Astro dice, the Tarot dice, along with Oracle cards and Tarot cards. All combined to bring you your messages. You have the 10th house appearing, and also the symbol of Aries and of Mercury. Now, the 10th house rules or deals with the material realm. So, material related things. It looks at your kingdom, your community, your ambitions or goals, what you are trying to achieve, all that you have built or created. So you could be looking back at what you've left behind you, like your stamp on something, your legacy. We also have, because this house is ruled by Capricorn and Saturn, whatever is achieved here, is hard won. Okay, so it means you've had to work for it. But most likely, there is a reward here. Especially with Saturn. It's a hard taskmaster, which means you did work hard, but there is a gift at the end of it, typically. Some type of reward. Whatever happens in the 10th house, it leaves like a lasting impact. It is about how you are seen by the world, how you act out in the world, or how you have acted, how you were seen, and how you get things done, or how you actually got something done. Now, I mean, I'm not surprised that Mercury's here at all, because it's about how you think, plan, and solve problems. It's about the language you use, you know, both verbally, emotionally, and physically. It is about reasoning things. You could be, with Mercury here, you could be trying to solve a problem, and you may also receive communication that holds the answer to something you've been trying to achieve, or something you've desired, something you wanted. Through communication, there can be important information. In some way, this information will help you. You could be, you may have felt like giving up at one time. But if that was so, it's almost like you've done a turnaround and decided to fight for something. Maybe you see where you went wrong looking back. Maybe you don't like the imprint or the impact of what a decision you may have made, what it has done. And I'm saying you, but I mean, this can be the other person. So this can be the other way around, and this could be them. Whoever this is, something didn't go their way. And with this symbol of Aries here, the 10th house, I feel like they got very impatient, and they may have done something that left a lasting imprint because they didn't feel like they were going to get what they wanted, you see. Yeah. And so they may have done something that they feel may have changed, because I mean, it's also about the reputation and your image, or the image you give off. And so maybe you didn't want to give off a specific image, the one that you gave off, the one in the past that left this lasting imprint, you or they, and will want to come back and fix it, change it. Yeah. So, Aries, this symbol speaks to somebody who doesn't give up. They can be very impatient when they don't get their own way. They love to win. They do not like to lose. They are very daring and very courageous. And they do go after what they want. They're very passionate about it, okay? And I feel like the downside is that sometimes they can be very direct and blunt, especially if they felt they weren't going to get what they wanted. And I think that's what happened. But I feel like they regret that action. So, what I see here is the Six of Swords on its side, which so it seems to be challenging. Now, in this boat, I'm turning it around so I can see. In this boat, the person who sits in it is completely covered. You cannot see that it's a person. And they've got all of these swords in front of them. So the challenge would be to remove all of those obstacles, all of those negative thoughts somebody's having or had, was the obstacle that blocked something from getting to the other shore. And the other shore is where the wish was, okay? That was a new beginning. It's what they wanted. Or their vision, whatever their vision was for a new beginning. So they could be challenged to remove the obstacle to get to the wish. And to get to the wish, they must come clean about something. They must take action on it. At the heart of this reading, we actually do have this card of the vision. And so this is about developing a vision, a solution for change. Possibly a new idea could be what's at the heart of this. It's something that this person really wants to change because they need to. Something is bothering this person, whoever it is, you or them. Something is bothering them. Something is frustrating them. They are in an unhappy situation. And they could just be unhappy with their life in general because of something that they've lost, you know, of a wish that was blocked, okay, that they felt they would never get. So I feel like they kind of jumped the gun. So the vision, you see, interestingly enough, she looks to the past. And what she wants is the sun. So she or he want to clear something up, to make things clear, to restore the peace and harmony in a past or with regards to a past situation. That's the vision. That's what they want to change. Something, a situation from the past. And what do we have on that? On the sun? A card of resolution, restoring the harmony. It's saying the same thing. Finding common grounds, cooperating, resolving something. And so this king here, he's thinking about something. Something could have came at him by surprise, or he's looking at something in surprise, maybe seeing it a different way, or he's planning to surprise someone. What it is here, look at this wand. It's full of sprouts, full of it. And he doesn't hold it though. It's placed out in front of him. It's like he's looking at it, studying it. So he's got a thought, and maybe there's something about this thought that surprises him, or the surprise is related to this somehow. And this thought could have came out of the blue. This could be a thought or a sudden inspiration with this card sitting underneath that took him by surprise. Here we know that this person did something very hurtful in the past with the Five of Swords. The ego could have been at play there. But now it's in the reverse. So we know that there is regret. We know that this person would like to apologize, and it is coming with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's blocked communication because of that, because possibly of some hostile action that was taken, because of misinformation or clouded judgment. Those are what have caused this situation. And somebody's negative thinking. And now they are grieving over this loss. But then we see that new information it's like a lucky break. This person gets there's some type of luck that is attached to this, because the gnome speaks to luck. The coin can be like a sudden inspiration, a sudden idea, a plan. I feel like it's possible some new piece of information comes to this person. Whether this was divinely given, or divinely given by way of a sign, or whether it comes by some external piece of information, or directly from the source, which I don't feel it is. Again, there is such a desire to change something here. We have the skull sitting down here. Okay, and this is a card of change. It's a card of a reality check. So maybe this person has had some type of light bulb moment. And so now they are looking at the details of something they wish to work at or achieve, build. This person, see, they were carrying, there was a lot of negative thoughts, or it was just like crash and burn. They just felt like they weren't going to get what they wanted in the past. A lot of negative thinking. The Lovers in the reverse. And because they didn't think they were going to get what they wanted, they made some type of abrupt decision. They detached themselves and perhaps figured that it was simply a case of mind over matter. But it wasn't. It wasn't. And now I feel that they want to come back. They want to change things. And there will be communication, possibly within an 8. Okay? This person what needs to change is an overhaul of somebody's belief system or something. Change the way somebody was thinking for a long time. There's something somebody was thinking for a long time. And it could have had to do with betrayal. It could have had to do with trickery, being led astray. Maybe for a long time they thought they were being led astray. Or maybe, yeah, it's something that was going on for a long time. Or that, yeah, that maybe somebody was pretending. Okay. This person lied. They lied. Yep, that's what they did. Okay, so, oh, you know, I have to wonder if that's not attached to this. They lied about their feelings because they felt hopeless. So, okay, they felt hopeless. They didn't think they would get their wish. Again, that comes down to this person's negative thinking. And that's their challenge, to change that. So they lied about it, and maybe they've been pretending for a long time not to care. That could very well be the case, I'm thinking. But we see that there's a turn in that thinking, but they did lie in the past about, I mean, if they cut you off cold like they didn't care, even though they didn't verbally lie, it was a lie. Let's remember, it's about how you communicate, right? With Mercury here, not just verbally, but physically and emotionally. So, I feel this is, I mean, it could have been a couple of different ways. It could be that somebody just cut you off abruptly with, and said something very nasty, you know. 5 of Swords is here. And so, again, this is about looking at the imprint with that 10 house of something you've done up to now, of the imprint that you may have left, the image you left, the decisions you made. And with Saturn also being here in this house, this is about learning, isn't it? Which is what they did. I'm just going to pick these up. This is about looking deep into one's feelings to find a solution to something, okay? And because something's not sitting right with them when it comes to their kingdom, or even with regards to the past, something they've maybe turned their back on. Wisdom is gained here. We see an owl on the back of the chair. And so this person's taking back control. Eight of Swords in reverse. Facing their fears, facing a truth, facing that which they have been avoiding, finding solutions, releasing anxieties, seeing things, you know, seeing the truth of something. Overcoming obstacles by this action. Yeah, seeing the truth. Okay, Two of Cups. This is a union of the hearts. A mutual attraction. So they know how they really feel about you. They know there's a recognition of the depth of the feelings. There's a recognition of the connection. I expect that this person takes this idea and they come forward. So I expect that there's going to be an attempt by this person to end a very painful period, cycle, situation. Setting new goals. Yeah, looking back at the past, the work you've done, and learning from that. The Lovers, wow, and the Six of Rods. So there's an emotional decision, a recognition of this connection, and a return of this person. Somebody is going to be seeking your attention, and this person has something to tell you, something to propose to you, something to confess to you. Yeah. Yeah. A union of the hearts. So the chicken is somebody who is going to speak up about something that has been on their mind for a long time. And not just on their mind, but something that has been heavy on their heart. And they know that, with this card, they know that they need to speak up. So this is a change that is much needed, and that's what I spoke about with the vision. They know that they need to speak up, because otherwise they'll be carrying that burden around forever. It's not going to leave them alone. And so this card urges this person to listen to what their inner voices are telling you, because it will be for your own good. Pay attention to the signs, the inner voices, because your messages come not by the normal way. They come by the inner voice. It is your guidance system. And it will be for your own good, you or they, whoever's energy this is. It is something you have been longing to do for a long time, you or they, again. And that is, you know, to follow the heart. Here they thought that they could, it was a simple case of mind over matter, but the heart wins here in the end. And it's how it's supposed to be. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.